Hello, everyone out there on Facebook land. Thanks for chilling with us here on our lunch break at Life of Dad. Of course, Art Eddy here for Life of Dad. My main man, my homie, the guy weighing I don't know how many pounds, but in fighting shape, just like Creed, Adonis Creed. My man, Jon Finkel. What's up, dude?
Yeah, just listening to a podcast with Michael B. Jordan, and he was talking about his fighting weight. Like they geared him all the way up to his fighting weight for the final fight against Victor Drago. He said he was 196 for his fight, and the guy who played Victor Drago was about 238. So he said he was giving up that. I think he said that he is Michael B. Jordan's like 5'11", 6 foot, so we're about the same height, and Victor Drago's like 6'5". So I'm very comparable to Michael B. Jordan. I don't think I'm built exactly the same, but I hover around 190. So, as far as anyone's concerned, I look exactly like Michael B. Jordan and Creed too.
Oh, for sure, man. Every time I saw the film, I'm like, is that Jon Finkel over there? I don't know what's going on. Yeah. We're going to get into, that's one of, Jon's talents as a dad. He's a chameleon. He can, transform into anything he wants. And this kid's the topic of the day is, what is your dad talent? Let us know. You have a chance to win some cool prizes. Today we have the sponsor, once again, of Sabre products. They make a lot of great things like this pepper gel. You can see.
Dude, I got the pepper gel too, bro.
Yep. And then the one of my favorites right here, the personal alarm. I mean, think about it. Right now, John, the holidays are up. Dads, we want a certain peace of mind, right? And if you have kids that are in high school, have those late night jobs, working at a store, or whatever the case may be, you want to arm them with things that can protect themselves. Sabre is a great way to do it. And because we're in the giving mood, and with Sabre, if you go to saberred.com at Life of Dad Show, use the code Life of Dad Show, you'll get 20% off your order. Go do it now. How awesome is it? Gift. Getting a gift for your family, maybe your spouse or your kids, teenage kids, if they're going off to college, and you get a peace of mind, man. It's a win-win for a dad, right?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, we like to, we were talking about working out, but like one of the reasons is obviously so that like if God forbid anything happens, you're equipped and ready to handle protecting your family, but you can't be there all the time, especially, Black Friday just happened and people are out all the time and there's extra cop presence because there's, bad guys out there who want to, steal your wife and your kids' stuff and take their presents away. And, they want to come after them. And so this time of year, especially to have that peace of mind when parking lots are busy and malls are busy and people are like lurking in the background and try to maybe steal their car or their wallet or their pocketbook or whatever, have this kind of thing is great. And then, like you say, carrying throughout the year, my kids are really little, so too little for the pepper spray and things like that. But as they get older, I want them to have this kind of stuff. My wife, for sure, she has the one in her car, the glove compartment now, the pepper spray. And when her parents were here, I gave their mom one too. So they have that, and it's just good to know that if you can't be there, Sabre has some stuff that can have your back.
For sure, man, no doubt. We got a lot of great people weighing in right now. Thanks as always, John. I love this. One of the things that bring us joy is everybody sharing and caring, because sharing is caring and caring is sharing. And we got Stanley saying me being me. Harry, I feel the love, man. Right back at you. Right back at you, right?
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. We love all you guys too. And yes, Cameron's got a good people. The day-to-day, the baseline of surviving every day is actually, I agree, Cameron, it is a talent. Like, especially when the kids are little. I know as they get older, it gets, I don't know if it doesn't get easier, but the maintenance of like, you don't have to get their socks on anymore. Like when you're doing all the normal stuff of your day-to-day stuff, and there's still those like, I got to still put the pants on, and your lunch has to be made, and you left your jacket up, like all that stuff, like surviving is a bit of a talent. I agree.
No doubt. And here's something that's near and dear to our house, because we had a show recently on it. You can go to lifeofdad.com or just go to the video section at Life of Dad's Facebook page, where we were talking about dealing with obnoxious coaches. When you're trying to coach your kids the right way and all this other stuff, and all that guy wants to do on the other side is just win, 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 and that show fundamentals. But Taylor right now coaching my kids throughout sports. Love that, man.
Yeah, Taylor, maintaining your calm in the face of other coaches is also a talent. I think we talked that show we had a while back about the sort of the nightmare coaches that you see out there, but also at the same time, there are other coaches who, even if they have the best intentions, respond to those coaches equally poorly. And then you've got these two parents, going at it or yelling at each other or acting like jerks in front of the kids. So being able to, maintain your calm as a demolition man, demolition man reference is a big plus. And calm, sorry.
Illuminate.
Illuminate
works better. Yes. You're telling me Taco Bell is the only restaurant that survived. All right, cool. Okay. Oh man, so we got a cereal one, then we're gonna do like weird movie references. I like this one right here. This is so true, Stan. I think every dad and parent can kind of relate to this. The secret is multitasking. You can manage that. You can manage anything, no doubt.
Yeah, Stanley, you're right. The multitasking thing is huge. Like, especially when you get down to like your routines, and in a 3-minute pocket that you might before have done something else, you can get that thing done, whether it's a quick, school lunch or like every morning while the kids are, for me, one of the things that I started doing like automatically was while the kids were actually like eating their breakfast, I'll hang out or whatever. But I used to like have no time to do all that stuff. And now I usually make their lunches like while they're doing it. And that was like saved me like 8 minutes because I would kind of eat with them. But when I started getting up early and eating on my own time, I was like, well, I can make their stuff while they're eating. We're kind of at the table together. And, that's multitasking.
No doubt. This is another one. This is so true. I was the one responsible for untangling shoelaces, necklaces, and slinkies. Okay, slinkies. Oh, that's some patience right there. Shoelaces even more because it's like, I don't know about your kids, John, Jeff. You can weigh in on too if you're still watching. Like double lacing or triple lacing because the kids like will just, I don't know how they do it. They tie your shoes. Like my kids are old enough where they know how to tie their shoes, but when they were learning, it's like I just tied them. How are they untied, right? And they're like,
my daughter will do like 7 knots. You're like, it's a pile of knots this high.
So untangling that is so cool. I like Eddie right here. Being a single dad is my talent. We have Julio. Julio always checks in. Mr. Bacardi himself. He's a single dad. He can feel you on that one. Yes, this is so true.
Yeah.
Watching the same cartoon over hundreds of times.
Now, here's the thing. So for generations, well, not that many generations, but for, 30 or 40 or maybe even 50 years, like Saturday morning cartoons were the time that kids had cartoons. And now for the last maybe 20 years, there's cartoons on all the time on Disney Channel and Nickelodeon and all these things. But there was usually only one screen, right? You can only deal with one screen at a time. Now, like really, if you want, and you're up there watching, PJ Masks for the 77th time, you could bring your laptop up and watch your own thing on Netflix or Amazon Prime or Hulu, or you could pull your phone out and put in your plug-in. The talent is, do you do that? My move lately has been to make everybody turn everything off and to go do something else. Because for a little while, I did the crutch of like, all right, you want to watch, Rescue Rangers or whatever, like fine, Rescue Bots. I'm just going to sit here and I'll bring my laptop up and I'll catch up on, whatever, Sandler's Netflix special. But then I realized, like, then we're not really doing anything. I'm doing exactly what they're doing. And I'm actually, there's plenty of times where you're okay with that. But now I've forced myself occasionally to not do that and play anything, a board game, football, wrestle for a while, whatever. But that is tempting.
Yeah, no doubt. Here, where was the other one I just saw? Here, Rick, raising 3 out of 5 boys that followed me, their cousins, uncles, and grandparents go serve in the country, 1 Marine, 2 Army. So that's another thing too, right? You got a lot of stuff on your plate right there. Shout out to you.
That's incredible. Thank you for your service and your family's service for sure.
Rob says, keep up the good work, fellas. Thank you. Love this group and the support everywhere for each other. Definitely. That's right there is life of dad in a nutshell, man. We love to get everybody's take on fatherhood, and we like to share things. Because I said in the beginning, sharing is caring. Mads is great. Getting yelled at by my wife.
That's another one, Matt, where the enhancing your calm while you're getting yelled at by your wife is your superpower.
Nice. And he says, picking up stepmoms is.
Here you go. We all have a hidden talent.
Nice. Ryan goes, everything seems always to be missing and so valuable to them, and it has to be found, and no one can find it until you call Dad the Treasure Hunter. Okay, Ryan, you have to do like this is you gotta like patent this right there. You gotta like make a show and like there you go, man. It could either be like an animated series I could see or like maybe something on Discovery, but you just seriously have an awesome show right there. So Ryan, start copywriting that and go do your thing, man.
Yeah, so Ryan, a quick follow-up on that. Is this kind of stuff where a lot of times my kids lose stuff that they think they lost it, but I just took it away because I was tired of tripping over it, or like it was just sitting in the middle of the room for like a week and they never touched it, and then all of a sudden the one time they wanted it, they're freaking out. So like you can kind of rig the game a little bit where you actually already know where the thing they lost is, or are you truly talented where you actually can find stuff that you have no idea where it is? So I'm just curious on the skill level.
I feel like Ryan with the name like the treasure hunter, he's got like spider sense, or he's got like this talent where it's like boom.
The ability to find stuff.
Dad talent is the gift. Old Gab, anytime, anywhere, handling situations on a whim. Nice.
That's key. That is key, especially when, at any given time for, I'll say kids under 8 where mine are, like, you're still at the anything could kind of be a meltdown stage. Not like a temper tantrum, but like it's the end of the world for everything. And if you have ways to calm your kids down and, let's say you have like an 80% success rate, that is a super skill talent.
Nice. One of our good friends here at Life with Dad, Chris Reed, a.k.a. the Canadian Dad, go check him out. He actually posted a video of him doing a gymnastics routine with his daughter, and He was in full no, I'm not even going to say anything, but his daughter was performing at this event. A lot of people were there. People videotaped it. Not only did he have the dad I am the superpower. I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm there supporting my daughter. He also posted it on his Facebook page. I guarantee you guys will really appreciate this. Go to his page too while you're on the interwebs and support Chris Reed, the Canadian Dad out. It's fantastic. Kind of like what you said over here. Stanley agrees with you. Keeping them entertained. Tony goes, dad jokes. Are you good? I think all dads are good at dad jokes, but some are better than others, right?
Yeah, naturally. Dad jokes, it's like there's two things that you generally don't have to do anything once you're a dad, that the powers just come to you. Dad strength, which you automatically become, I think, like 25% stronger when you're a dad. You find yourself, pulling them out of the street, doing things where you're like, did I really just do that? I'm like Herschel Walker all of a sudden. And, you can catch them when they're falling weird places, and you have them, you have a sense of reacting time where you'll catch them falling here, you'll grab something, or you'll pull them out of the, out of the playground where something's going to happen. And then the other one is dad jokes. You get dad jokes, and it's probably one of the greatest things about being a dad is the dad jokes.
I know you're doing dad jokes. We're doing some funny things, but this is really cool, and I think this hits home to a lot of dads here. Jeff, I think you nailed it, man. I love it. In a world of noise, being able to take a brief, quiet moment and have a teachable moment about life, that is so true. My wife's away traveling for work. So last night, my daughters and I were talking about something that happened. Like my youngest was talking about something that happened at the playground. And they were talking about certain things. And my youngest had a question about it. And my oldest kind of chimed in and gave her 2 cents, which was fine. It wasn't like stop being the parent. It was like her sharing her side of it. So I was cool with it. And then I gave my 2 cents. And it was just the 3 of us having a nice dinner. Nothing was on, no TV. Nobody was playing with anything because we don't do anything like that when we're having dinner as a family. But I love this, Jeff, because it's just happened last night with me. And having that moment where you can and they're paying attention too. It's not they're like, sure, Dad, and they're not looking at you. That is fantastic. So I appreciate that. Why don't you weigh on that, man?
Yeah, I failed at a teachable moment this morning. I completely and totally. It was one of those where it's like weird weather here in Texas. It's like 38 every morning. We get up, but it's like 75 by the time we get home. The kids get off the bus or whatever, and so their kids don't want to wear long sleeves, long pants. They want to wear whatever. And I was like, I literally, my daughter had on like shorts and a t-shirt, and I was like, let me talk about planning ahead. Like what you're gonna want to do is you can wear pants and a t-shirt with a jacket. You want to think about what it's going to be like now and what it's going to be like when later you can't. If you go out now, you'll be freezing at the bus stop and you're going to want your coat. And I'm going through this whole logical thing. And I said, look, I trust you to do the right thing. I'm going to go downstairs, make your brother breakfast. Just come downstairs in pants and a t-shirt. And about 3 minutes later, she came down, shorts, flip-flops, t-shirt. Nothing went through. Had to bring her back upstairs to change it. So I taught nothing. I did nothing, and it didn't work.
Well, no, I think, first of all, I appreciate your honesty because we're not like all perfect Instagram pose family here, right? There are some ups and downs. Thanks for sharing that. I don't think you failed, man. You told her what she needed to do. She didn't. Guess what? You took her back upstairs. I think, maybe she didn't feel like, or maybe you didn't think she learned her lesson. But I feel like as a kid, thinking about when I was a kid, if I had to go back up and do something, I don't want to make my kids do that sometimes too. I think they realize not that they want to listen to you, but it's more out of spite, being like, I don't want to go back upstairs and change.
We were in her room. She had on her shirt and t-shirt. I laid out long pants and long sleeves, a whole outfit. Just put this on. I'll see you downstairs. And she did the little kid version of Flip Me the Bird and came down and was like, what's up? Now I had just different shorts and a t-shirt on.
No doubt, yeah. That's great, man.
But she went to the bus stop in shorts and pants and long sleeves. So I won, but I lost. I won the battle. I won the war, but I lost the battle.
Gotcha. Sean Kingbird, our boy Kingbird, says, I managed to be an example to the kids. They need to see not what to do. Love that. This is hilarious. This is almost like Andy Kaufman level stuff right here as a dad. Steve goes, sustain an accent for an entire week and act as if nothing is different.
That's great. Bravo, I do this not for a week. I admire your Jim Carrey playing Man of the Moon, Andy Kaufman level talent to do that for a week. But I will dive back into my Boston accent occasionally for like an entire meal or a whole thing. And I did it recently with one of my daughter's friends over, and she picked up the accent really good. She's only 7, but she's in like drama and stuff. She has pretty good talent. When we went over there a couple of days later, and her mom was like, you taught her this Boston accent, and this is all we hear all the time is, oh, you're wicked smart. Oh, we got to go hard up the stairs. Oh, well, this homework is so hard. And I was like, you're welcome. It's a beautiful way to speak.
It's a wicked pesa.
Yeah.
Love that. Sean Kingbird says, beating my kids at Fortnite, true talent. Lewis says he also makes the best peanut butter sandwiches, I'm told.
All right. Nice. Foods are always a good talent. Yeah, that's a good one.
Sean Kingbird, money. First you see it, now you don't. Well said.
Yeah.
Rick, I think it was just complimenting what we said to him. Kelly, our boy Kelly says, opening a candy wrapper without making noise. That's a talent.
By the way, Kelly, huge. That is a huge. I don't do candy. I'm not like a candy. My wife could use help with this because the kids always, their phrase for her is always, she's always sneaking treats. Like, she's terrible at this. Like, they'll be upstairs and all of a sudden you hear like a little crinkle. And they'll be like, Mom, are you sneaking treats? What are you doing? And my wife has a real soft spot for like gummy cherries and gummy, those kind of things. And
yeah,
we might have 3 of them a week, but like they know the second she's opening them up. My thing, I'm smart enough. We have a fridge in the garage, and the things I like frozen like chocolate chip cookies. Like when they're fresh, we put them right in there.
Yeah,
so I'm out there like I'm just taking the garbage out. They don't know what's going on out in the garage. My talent is knowing when I'm not good at that kind of stuff and sliding out of the house to take a little treat when I want.
Well done. Yeah, for me, I always turn the water on if I'm going to open up something.
I like that.
Kingbird says, drawn up a winning plays in the front yard with my boys. As what was the dude's name? LeVar Ball? Never lost. I'm gonna say it like him. Never lost.
In, Little Giants, right? Yeah. The annexation of Puerto Rico, Kingbird. That one never fails.
Kelly says another dad talent, old school arcade game skills. I'm talking Pac-Man, Donkey Kong.
Dude, I just did this. I just played. We at a taco store down the road. They put in a Centipede, the roller. And the kids were like, oh, this is so, where's the buttons? And I was like, step aside. I made like a whole show of it. I was like, let me get my hands rollerball ready. And I had like 3 of them on stools behind me. And I just went, and I played for like 20 minutes straight until they were like, can we go? I said, you asked for this. You want it. Are you not entertained?
I love the fact that you added some awesome sound effects in there as well. So well done. Speaking of old school games, I just got one of those arcade 1-up things.
Oh, nice.
And it's got Rampage. What has it got? Rampage, Gauntlet, Joust, and Defender. I'm gonna be right here. What?
Is it like a freestanding full? I think I've seen it, right?
Yeah, I got that. I'm gonna review it and talk about it. But like, my daughters came in after school yesterday and like, what is that? I'm like, I'm gonna show you Rampage. Don't you worry. Yeah. So loving that. Okay, Kingbird's got a novel here. Whoa, because my 8-year-old is Native American. He goes to school, predominantly Caucasian children. He already had to deal with some type of racism. Not much because of the children he goes with know nothing about living amongst minorities. Teaching my son how to handle these types of situations the right way early is my talent. Growing up as a minority myself, these lessons go with him for the rest of his life. how to handle things responsibly with sense. Boom. Love that, man. I was joking about the novel, but that is spot on. That's a huge talent. Love that, man. And keep on parenting your kids well, sir.
Yeah, sense of humor, when it's so hard being a new kid or being a little different than a majority of other kids. And so one of the hardest things to do is to teach kids to be, calm in the face of any kind of comments, and then self-deprecating humor sometimes. Like if whatever kids are saying just doesn't work because you don't care and you're being funny about it, that always worked for me in scenarios like that. So that's awesome. That's awesome, Sean.
Way to be, man. Love that. Just good shot. Good stuff right there, man. Love that. Yeah, nice job, Alex. Appreciate that. Being, again, real and honest. Love it. Stanley goes, as dads, we put our hearts into them so they don't do what we did. Newsflash, doesn't work like that. I've tried. Like, for example, not falling down the stairs. Yes, it happened. Always caught them, but not this time. She's okay, but the position she landed looked like the Exorcist all twisted. Oof. Again, thanks for the honesty. Again, like everything is not, peppermint candy and rainbows. So I appreciate you sharing that. There's going to be times where we fail, and I think that as parents, as a talent, maybe we all learn to I think what you experience, I've experienced something similar to that, Stanley, where it's like they're hurt maybe for like a day or two, but you're hurting for the rest of the month, year, or whatever, because you're thinking about like how you failed for them, and like now you're like making sure nothing like that happens again, right?
Yeah, that's my when you teach like bike riding, or my son's been getting better on his scooter lately, like you just have to realize they're gonna fall a lot and it's gonna suck, and you just don't 99% of the falls are just gonna be the scrape on the knee or the elbow and all that, and knock on wood, that's all you get. But letting them do that, it does suck, man. There's no doubt about that. You're watching them, especially when you can see it. Like you can, like the other day I was playing shooting basketball with my son, and I must have told him 100 times, like, you can't stand too close under the hoop. One of these times you're going to shoot it, and it's going to go right off the bottom, right in your face. Like, I saw it happening in my head the 10 times it didn't happen, that he kept stepping forward. And I was doing something with my daughter, and the one time I didn't, have time to just say, like, step back, dude. He threw it right up and bang, right in his face. His nose was bleeding, and you got to learn it. Now he hasn't done it since, but they got to learn.
It's like parenting and like letting them learn. Like I remember being like, I wouldn't say a helicopter parent, but when they were like at the age of they were walking, learning like they could walk, and then they'd be on those soft type of shoes out on the sidewalk and stuff. You're like cringing that they're gonna like do a face plant or something along those lines. There's that moment that no matter how young or old they are, you're gonna have that thing. It's like, I want to help them, but I can't be there every time for them. So that's like, Mike says, I play guitar every day with my son, and the other day he said I should be in a band. That's awesome. Love it.
Yeah, I'm trying, right? I hear you. Like, yeah, we never give up on being in a band. I don't even play the guitar, but somewhere in the back of my head, I'd love to be in a band. I'm ready to learn and do it anytime.
Nice, man. Yeah, I'm really good with the tambourine. I can like tambourine like nobody else.
I started learning the keyboard 4 times, and I've got the basics down, but then I'll go 6 months without doing it because of kids. So there you go.
Yeah, living that life of dad. Colin, this is very real for a lot of parents right now, especially with the holidays. Keep my 8-year-old son believing in Santa. He's already going and questioning, is he real or is it parents? There you go.
Yeah. That one, the Tooth Fairy, all those sort of, myths we keep alive as parents.
This is cool right here. Mary goes, my talent was able to find my kids' interest. One was being a bookworm, the other video game nut, both love martial arts. Nice. Patrick says, helping other dads how to braid their daughter's hair in the Netherlands. Nice, man. Someone checking us out from the Netherlands.
That's awesome. Yeah, Patrick. Right, that is not an easy thing to do. I did it for many, many years.
Joe, if you're still listening, man, email me, art@lifeofdad.com. You just MacGyvered yourself a prize from Life of Dad. Well done, sir. Joe says, making an impromptu diaper out of an undershirt. Well done, sir.
Yeah, we've all been there, man. Joe, you've all done that. I remember I had a hat that I no longer have in a similar scenario. I think when my daughter was like 2, one of those out of the diaper, everything's, I don't know what to do. We're in a restaurant, and you use what you can have. You use what's around you. Very good.
Nice. He's resourceful.
Yeah.
I forgot who said that on like Sports Center back in the day when I was growing up, but it's like, oh, he's resourceful. Nice. Kelly's maybe saying that all dads are blessed with the ability to make a decent sandwich. Dad jokes from Chance saying dad jokes and security detail. Love it. Especially security detail. You're talking about that. How about our sponsor right here, Saber Products? They'll have some great security detail when you're not around. Sean Kingbird, changing a diaper in one hand, baby boom, I made it. Nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of talents that you acquire, but what's funny is, like, I used to be able to hold the remote and feed my daughter with the bottle on my shoulder, like all in one hand, and have a whole hand free while she was eating, while I was clicking. Like, I don't think I can do it now. You lose these things when you don't have the reps every day, and it's something I'm happy to not have. But like, every now and then you'll see yourself doing something, especially when they're really little, without thinking about it, and you're like, whoa, that was amazing. It's amazing how good I am.
Love that. Yeah. Carlos says coaching my kids' teams and then showing my kids to give back. Check out Teach Moz on GoFundMe. Nice. Very cool. Always a great thing to pay it forward. Kingbird, this is another one. Kingbird, you were like hitting a home run, man. I think you're sitting for the cycle right now with everything you're talking about. Watching other new dads is a treat. Knowing what's coming for them and watching chaos unfold for them in a store or whatever is awesome. Dad nod, you're doing a great, bud. I love that. The dad nod is so true. Sean, do me a favor, bro. Email me art@lifeofdad.com. I mean, everything you've been saying this week, you've been like I said, you hit the cycle, sir. So email me.
I like it when that happens. If I see something where I know I have like a really good little dad hack, like I like to share that. Probably like a month, maybe way over a month ago, I was at the supermarket. And a guy had like a 2-year-old just losing his mind, and you could see he had the list, the shopping list, the cart, like he was about to go nuts. And I go, dude, go over to the toy section, get your kid like a couple stickers, like those sheets of stickers, and just let him put stickers on the cart. You won't hear from the kid for 15 minutes. And he was like, you serious? And like maybe 8 minutes later, I saw him calmly like doing his thing while the kid was just pulling stickers off, putting them in, and he just nodded. He's like, thank you, dude. And I was like, just pass it along, man. Pass it along. Pay it forward.
Love it, man. Yeah, man. You get a prize too. I'll send you something, John.
I got my prize. My family's gonna be safe with Saber. I'm all set.
There you go. Okay, we're gonna be wrapping up the show. We're just gonna go through what people are saying. Frank says being a jack of all trades and experts with none. This is especially now the struggle is real. Colin says listening to Baby Shark a million times a day, still months later without losing my ish. Love it. Kelly wants to know, are lightsabers offered from Saber Products? That'd be great. That would be great. Kelly, you know me.
Yeah, if they have them, Art's going to have them.
If they were, they would send me one. Single dads of 3 now for 8 years. It was hell to do my daughter's hair, but you got through it, man. Nice job. Phil says, getting in trouble with my kids, just playing about. Nice. Dad voice, a powerful tool.
Your voice does go like a few octaves deeper, which it never did before kids. But whenever, I don't know how often, hopefully not too often, you have to pull it out. But every now and then when you just drop deep and you do like the come here or something, get downstairs. Yeah, you pull out where like you're James Earl Jones all of a sudden.
I was going to say,
do that until I had kids.
For Mortal Kombat fame.
yeah. I'm based from all of a sudden I'm based from Boys to Men. Come downstairs.
Because we've come to the end of the road. And we have come to the end of the road. All right. Thanks again to Saber Products. Make sure you hit them up at their website. Go to saberred.com/Life of Dad Show and use the code Life of Dad Show. Get 20% off. Love that. Love everybody's comments on here. We'll see you. Today's Wednesday. Wow. This week is kind of going by fast. We'll see you next Monday. You guys have a great rest of the week, great weekend. John, anything you want to say?
My always plug for our Life of Dad Show podcast. Make sure you guys, if you're on here watching and the comments are done and our show goes off, please go to lifeofdadshow.com and subscribe to the podcast, or just go on iTunes or Stitcher. It's called Life of Dad Show. Art and I host it. It's usually the two of us, a lot of conversation like this. However, we also get some amazing guests on there, from Shaq to Jim Gaffigan to Tim Allen to who else? Sterling K. Brown, who was on the This Is Us Big Fall finale last night, to Sid, who does the music for them, to all kind of Dale Earnhardt Jr. So please subscribe, leave comments on that show. We love being able to interact with you guys here. We appreciate it. If you guys could follow us there and start getting the show.
Thanks, guys. Kelly, may the force be with you too. Xavier, you first said, where was it? Like being gone, LOL. And the reason why, because you're serving in the military, deployment after deployment. LOL, skip changing all the diapers. Thank you for your service. Of course, here at Life Day, we appreciate everybody's service in the military. We'll see you all next week. You guys have a good one. Peace.